recently, we've received some new information that there have been instances, more and more instances, of Chinese nationals posing as tourists attempting to breach U.S. military bases.
And the people allegedly responsible are being called gate crashers. The Wall Street Journal reports that the Pentagon, the FBI, and the Defense Department have tracked dozens of these incidents in recent years. U.S. officials saying the growing number of intrusions represents an espionage threat. Emily Finn is here with those details.
Marky, good morning to you. These alleged spying attempts are spread out across the U.S. They can appear innocent, with some saying they're just lost and following their GPS, but other incidents include drones and attempts to push back guards. And oftentimes, there are no charges because it's difficult to prove anything but trespassing.
What we're seeing now is a continuing trend and an uptick in these intrusions.
According to the Wall Street Journal, the FBI, Department of Defense, and others have been conducting a year-long investigation into so-called gate crashers, Chinese nationals pretending to be tourists who try to access military and other installations. They reviewed at least 100 separate incidents where Chinese nationals were caught attempting to gather information, often using scripted language about being a lost tourist.
They're trying to gather some low-level type intelligence, such as taking pictures of aircraft or other equipment and so forth, and perhaps engaging with our men and women in uniform.
It's happening all over the U.S., according to the report. In Florida, Chinese scuba divers were caught swimming in dirty water near a government rocket launch site. In New Mexico, the gatecrashers attempted to breach a missile launch location. Officials even caught Chinese nationals leaving a tour of the White House, attempting to take photos of Secret Service and communications equipment.
It's something that I think we'll see as a continuing threat. Again, low level in terms of their intelligence gathering here, but nonetheless, it's an uptick, and it's something that bears very close watching.
Authorities believe the Chinese government is recruiting their own citizens to conduct these spying efforts and test out U.S. security systems. But China calls the claims nothing more than fear-mongering and ill-intentioned fabrications.
Well, attempts to spy on the U.S. is nothing new from the Chinese. Back in February, a suspected Chinese spy balloon equipped with monitoring technology was shot down after it was floating over several states. Then in April, authorities unearthed a secret Chinese police station in Manhattan. And in a case NewsNation closely watched, a Chinese company also blocked from buying farmlands near an Air Force base in North Dakota out of spying concerns. Marky.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.